Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your collective reading for the month of July. I've got your oracle cards shuffled and ready to go for you. Please do keep in mind that this is a general collective reading, so not every single message may resonate with you. Please take what does, leave what does not here, because it could be a message for someone else. I already started receiving a couple of messages while I was shuffling your oracle cards, getting them all set up. Something's coming through with work. I feel like I have to get that message right out there right away. Specifically related to partnerships in work, in the workplace. Some of you could be dealing with a new workplace partnership. I'm going to leave that there. Hopefully that message stays fresh, but it was like my guides are bringing that one through right away. So let's see. We're going to look at your star card and see what we get from it. Okay, so it definitely feels like there's something new in your midst, Aquarius. There's some new idea, new opportunity, new person in your life, perhaps in romantic relationship, business relationship, or otherwise. But there's this feeling of like something new. Some of you also could have had a realization about something or someone in your midst. I'm hearing. Some of you, I thought I saw like two figures next to each other in an oracle card that's on my table. Here, it's just a bunch of like shapes. I thought I saw two people together. So some of you, but it was a shadow. You may not see this coming yet, but you know, maybe it does within the next couple of weeks of July. There could be something new coming in for you, some new partnership, if you will. Definitely a lot of emphasis on two in this reading already so far, because now I'm being drawn into this maybe a choice between two options or two people, Aquarius, perhaps, or maybe even two opportunities, how you want to invest your time. Maybe a lot of you could be juggling different, I'm hearing opportunities over and over. One is more emotionally satisfying or gratifying to you than the other. Also, there is this feeling coming through in your reading, Aquarius, and I'm beginning to think it's a message. I was just eating chocolate, which is typical for me. But I keep thinking, oh my gosh, do I have chocolate on my face? I can't see myself where I'm recording from, but I'm like, do I have chocolate on my face? I should have checked. There could be something at this time, Aquarius, where maybe you're a little bit insecure about something that you're putting out there, putting together, I'm hearing, or maybe you're just second guessing yourself when it comes to something. This could lead into the work situation that I was talking about just a moment ago. Okay. There's also this message coming through about the whole picture, Aquarius. Some of you could be, it feels almost like waiting for things to be unveiled to you. You could be waiting to see how something pans out, waiting for an opportunity. There's just this feeling of, you know, it's all going to come together or work out, but you don't have all of the pieces yet. And for some reason, I don't ever rub the corners of my cards, but I did on this one, and there was this feeling of like a bump almost in the card. There could be some bumps in the road while this is coming together, but it does almost feel like you get to that point of completion and it's all okay. Like, even though there was bumps in the road, it's all okay. There's something to be said here about your higher self being aware of this, and you know, it's almost like your human self just had to keep up a bit. Anything else? Some of you are, this feels split. Some of you are making an effort to be a bit more vulnerable. You're trying to make connections with people who you can openly it's almost like discuss your, and I'm even hesitating. So it feels like for maybe almost a larger group of you that you're struggling with this, you don't want to do this, but it's like 60% don't want to, 40% are leaning into the part of like, who can I connect with to be more vulnerable or have those supportive, I'm hearing understanding connections with. But there's also this feeling of like, if you're not quite there yet, you might still be in that other bracket of Aquarius that's feeling a little bit more like things close to the chest. There is this call, though, to be a little bit more vulnerable. And I felt like, sorry, I hit my microphone. I felt a little bit of anxiety with that when I said be more vulnerable. It's almost like, so there could be some hesitation or trepidation around, I'm hearing, letting people into your life or your experience at this time, to help you with whatever this is. Okay, let's get into your oracle cards because we have a lot here. So we have the card stop, or not stop, pause. Interesting that I said stop though. Pause, balance, co-create. Okay, so there's the energy of two or more. We have transformation coming out. I'm hearing butterflies can be significant for some of you. Roses are also significant for some of you. Someone's name could be Rose, or they could have an ancestor named Rose. I'm also hearing middle name. Or interestingly enough, I'm just heard someone's sister could be named Rose or have the middle name Rose. Take it if it's yours. We have the card here going forward. Okay. And again, that reminds me of that energy. Because I'm hearing meandering path. There's this feeling with this, like I'm going around. The way I was reading this, or the way the energy was coming to me, is like I'm going around the path. I'm taking the trip. I'm going through the experience, but I don't yet know how it's going to go. And in this card, the path is meandering. So there is this energy of patience with the self at this time. You could be feeling like you're going through a transformation of sorts. Some of you could be, I keep hearing starting a new relationship, Aquarius. So take that if it's yours, whether this is romantic, business, or otherwise. But there is this energy of stepping into something new that is leading to a transformation in other areas of your life. All right, we have frustration and begin again. So some of you could be, okay, a couple of things here. Let me try and get this straight. Some of you could be revitalizing a connection with someone from the past. For those of you that resonates, it feels like this is like a soulmate, soul tie kind of contract situation. I'm hearing be aware of the moon phases for this group because they could affect this dynamic or this connection. Feels like this is largely romantic for that group that I'm picking up on. But yeah, take that if it's yours. That was kind of something else. Okay, let me get back into this here. So Aquarius, this July, it feels like you are going through some sort of a pause in an effort to regain some balance or stability. You could have options at this time. Like I said, more than one. There's this feeling of, I just heard the message, do I have to choose? So some of you could be struggling to either let something go or, it almost feels like make the choice to pursue something further, weighing all of the options. That could be leading to some feeling of frustration. Some of you could also feel like I'm hearing something about the bottom falling out from under you. Some of you could be worried, like if you don't make a decision, I also almost said position, take a position on something or a stance, that the bottom could fall out from under you. I'm also hearing something about you not wanting to stay in one place too long. So this could be literal, like you can't sit still at this time. Maybe you're trying to take a pause from something or take a step back, or maybe that's why your guides are telling you pause here, Aquarius. Relax. There's a transformation happening here. It's almost this feeling of like, don't push it or don't push yourself. You're on this path through this journey, and it is a transformation. It may not be, so this transformation I'm picking up on for you this month, Aquarius, and this reading is interesting so far because it feels very lofty, very airy, just like you. But there's this feeling of this transformation is not like a plutonic, really almost like deep, dark phoenix rising from the ashes transformation. This is a slow, steady transformation. This is like each day you're making progress. Almost think like, going into the chrysalis, that takes time. And it's not the moth in the chrysalis or the butterfly in the chrysalis, the caterpillar. You're still in that. You're silent in that transformation. And that could be what the message is coming through here is like, even though you have options or you have people in your life or you have new opportunities coming into your experience, it's really important at this time to take that pause, be in that chrysalis, keep taking steps forward, but it's a long path and it's a meandering path. This is not a race. You could get frustrated with how slow it's going sometimes. But there's also this message of trust that the universe is delivering you those signs, those synchronicities, and things that give you those little bits of momentum, I'm hearing, to keep moving forward. Because after this transformation, there is this feeling of beginning again. A new level of self, a new level of awareness of yourself, others, the world, and also this human experience. All right, so that was a lot. Let's get into this reading. It's a really heavy crystal I picked today. All right, don't want to forget your card. All right, Aquarius, what is going on for you this month of July? What do the great archangels have to tell you? I just got chills when I said the great archangels, so some of you could really resonate with that part of my reading when I call in the great archangels for their support. Some of you, maybe that's a sign for you that you can call in your own angelic support. Some of these cards are flipped around. That's okay. All right, so great archangels, what's this message for Aquarius? What do they need to hear, know, or see this July? We're doing a Celtic cross. Got it. Messages of love, light, and clarity for their best and highest good. Definitely some of you are anxious. I just got this feeling of like almost like furrowed brow. I'm hearing the word sullen a little bit. You could just be feeling a little out of sorts. Your star card is what was flipped over. There is healing happening. I'm hearing trust. Okay, 2 more. Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. Thank you, great archangels, for these messages for Aquarius. All right. 7 of Cups, so options. There's a lot, it feels like, happening around you, and it could be really difficult for you to slow down, to pause. I'm also hearing to drop some things from your life, Aquarius. These could be habits. Ways of thinking is coming through. Also, someone's eating like too many. It almost feels like eating too much of something that's bad for you. It's almost coming across to me as like sugary candy. Take it if it's yours. Five of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Cups. Okay, so Aquarius, it feels like there is this kind of conflicted feeling about everything that's on your plate. And with the Knight of Wands, it's reading to me as almost this energy of hot and cold. It's like 1 minute you're very invested and like doing all of the things, and then the next minute you're pulling back and really focused on self-care with this Queen of Cups here. I'm hearing almost like what you're doing at the present moment isn't sustainable. There are some things that need to be let go of, or some stillness that needs to be incorporated into your life in order for you to be able to, I'm hearing maintain. It almost feels like your current level. So if we're talking on a scale of emotions, like if you want to maintain your level of emotional well-being, you need to slow down a bit. Otherwise, it's going to start being compromised. Diet could be really big for someone here. That keeps coming through. Okay. What is going on for Aquarius? What's at the center? Okay, we're just taking the Ace of Cups. So we have the Ace of Cups at the center of the reading. We have the Eight of Stars. So this is about self-love. What is good for me? Ace of Cups can be a love offer, but to me, this reads very strongly as self-love. If you do have a love offer coming in for you, Aquarius, by all means, take that. But this is very much reading to me as self-love. What do you need to do? What do you need to work towards? What do you need to unchain yourself from with these two eights here in order to have the success of moving forward with, it feels like, yourself? I'm being taken back to one point in the reading, or a little bit earlier, where I was talking about the sense of vulnerability. Who can I connect to? That is coming up again. Some of you could be looking for those relationships in your life, or having maybe even the awareness that it's important to have those kinds of relationships in your life. And that could be a focus for you right now. Okay. Yeah, I just saw the Ten of Pentacles a little bit farther down the line. So who's your tribe? Who's your family, your community? Okay, what's crossing this Ace of Cups for Aquarius? I just became very aware of my posture, and I do typically try to have good posture, but maybe that's a message for someone that they're working on their posture a lot. So we have the Emperor coming out here. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries, or you're an Aquarius with Aries placements. Some of you also could be dealing with a divine masculine energy. With the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck, there is this feeling of, what is this here? The Lovers. Okay. I was about to say there is this feeling of being disappointed by someone or something with another. There is this message coming through for those of you that are in romantic partnership. You could be feeling disappointed by maybe things not being as stable as you wanted them to be. Or you could be looking back at the past in a relationship and feeling like the feeling is disappointed. There's also this message coming through of, what was that here? You being disappointed perhaps by your, we're talking about, we've been talking about this energy of self-love. How do you give that to yourself, Aquarius? Some of you could be disappointed at this present moment with maybe the ways that you haven't chosen to stand in your power, or it almost feels like exercise your own authority over things. Some of you could be dealing with a situation or a person, perhaps someone in a workplace setting. The Emperor can be like a boss or a masculine energy. There is this energy of you not feeling good about something that's happening there, and questioning, like, how can I stand in my own power to be um, capable of handling this person or this situation? Okay. I kind of want, thank you, the Hanged Man, and why are these so hard for me to see? The Four of Swords. Okay, I was about to say, wait for more information on this, Aquarius. The Hangman and the Four of Swords are both energies of waiting, waiting for more information to come to you, taking a breath, taking that pause. We've got the Six of Swords behind it and the Two of Cups. So for those of you that are dealing with a partner of some sort, either any of the scenarios that I've listed, there is this energy of, even though things are a little bit unknown right now, or even things are unknown within the self, the information will come. You will be able to move forward. And Two of Cups, either balance comes in a loving dynamic or business partnership, or you're able to connect to that energy of self-love. I'm hearing finally for some of you. Whew, this reading is a little bit, I have to say, I feel a little bit all over the place. I feel like a lot of the messages, they're difficult to tie together. There's a lot of information coming from a lot of different storylines. So it could be that I'm tapping into a large group of Aquarius collective, or you just have a lot on your plate, that Seven of Cups energy. All right, what is in the recent past for Aquarius? I'm hearing we're going to get the, okay. Oh, that's why. I was like, we're getting both at the same time. Got it. So in the recent past, we have the Nine of Swords, and in the upcoming future, we have the King of Swords, the King of Crystals. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. So some of you, this could definitely be in work, in commitment, in some form of education, perhaps spiritual evolution or development. In the recent past, there's an energy of anxiety. I'm hearing stress, perhaps even some fear of things it feels like that are coming towards you that are out of your control, changes that are happening. This could be medical for some of you. This feels like work. It almost feels like I'm seeing like lightning bolts coming at you. It's almost like you're feeling of like, I need to dodge these things in the recent past. There is some awareness with, I love this Nine of Swords card because they're holding one of the swords up to the sky or the cosmos, and it reads to me as an energy of, what can I do to surrender, which is not typical Nine of Swords energy. So there is this awareness of like, even though I'm stressed, even though I have all of these things that I'm working through or learning about, or people, situations, I'm getting this feeling of like a lot of demands to be met, not only at your job or family, relationship, children. There's just this feeling of high level of responsibility in the recent past, and you just feeling very like you've reached your threshold. And there's this awareness of like, what can I let go of? What can I release? In the upcoming near future, we have the King of Swords. So it's this feeling of realization of, in the upcoming future, realizing what it is that you can let go of from your life and let the universe handle for you, is what it feels like. I'm hearing the powers at be. With this King of Crystals, it just feels like whatever it was that you were wanting to let go of, you are able to release it and find that stillness. It feels like, I feel like there's a lot gearing you up to this point of like, it's okay for me to let go of this. It's okay for me to say this, do this. I'm also hearing be this. There is this feeling of, in the near future, of self-actualization, where it feels like you're accepting yourself in a new way. You're standing in your power in a new way, being the King of Swords, the highest of the air sign suits. And it feels like in the near future, you're sitting in your power very comfortably and confidently, but also quietly. Okay. Eight of Pentacles just showed itself to me, and the Knight of Swords. This could be something that you've been working on for quite some time. It's going to start picking up momentum. And I remember saying something like that. It's like, even if it seems like it's at a pause, you're still moving forward. All right, in the above position, we have the Death card in the World. So this is a really intense energy. We also have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. So a lot of emphasis on pause. These are three major arcana. So this is a big, I'm hearing time in your life. This is a big, it also feels like story of your life, Aquarius, where in the above, you are experiencing, again, this energy of transformation. Some of you are ending with that Seven of Cups energy I picked up on a lot of things. A lot of you are ending cycles or contracts with not so much people, but things that have been in your life. It feels like you're letting go of a lot of negative habits or choices. Someone struggles with like self-deprecating tendencies, I'm hearing. There's also this energy of what is this? I had it, but then it went. It feels like you're going through something that is really life-changing. I'm also hearing mind-altering. It's going to shift your level of consciousness. And that's why it's feeling like it's time to pull back or take that pause or I never crack my knuckles. That was weird. Maybe someone does here. Lots of strange things that I'm doing in this session or this reading that I don't typically do. With the Hermit at the bottom of the deck, there is this, again, this reoccurring energy of pause, taking the break, taking the time and the space to self-actualize and figure out who it is that you are, who you want to be. What is it that you can release and let go of? How do you get to this King of Swords energy? A lot of what you're releasing is pains of the past, perhaps heartbreaks, trauma experiences. Also, there's an energy of self-sabotage coming through, releasing that energy and finding with Star a new sense of hope. Okay. And healing. All right, and below we have the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. This could be a challenging thing for you. There could be a lot that comes up wrapping up this July around, maybe I'm hearing reliving some of those experiences. So even if it's not, some of you, this could be very real reliving to where you're having to go through those nervous system reactions again, or you're being, those situations that you've experienced are being mirrored back to you and it's feeling real again. There's definitely that energy or that possibility here. There's also the energy of perhaps reliving those experiences in your mind, replaying them, and maybe even feeling like it's a little bit difficult for you to get out of that energy. You're a little stuck in that energy. I'm hearing the words transformation can be so hard. So maybe that's something that some of you are saying to yourself or to others. Perhaps that's that energy of vulnerability, is connecting with someone or your community, or perhaps even reaching out to other people that think in a like-minded way to you and expressing to them, like, this is what I'm moving through, and this is so hard, this transformation, this what I'm letting go of, whatever it is. Perhaps it's addiction, diet related, perhaps it's something of the mind, or your environment. Some of you could even be letting go of a relationship. I'm hearing control. There is this energy of like acknowledging that it's hard, and that's okay. All right, what's the challenge for Aquarius this July? Almost, thank you. All right, we have the Ace of Wands and the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. So there isn't, the Devil also comes out here in the Eight of Pentacles. With the challenge being the Ace of Wands, there is this new opportunity, perhaps, that's coming in for you. I believe that that's been mentioned a few times during this reading. I want more information on this. Thank you. Three of Cups. Okay, so some of you could be having someone come around from the past. We have Three of Cups here. Again, those of you that it's resonating that there's a choice between two people, Three of Cups is also that energy. Take it only if it's yours, Aquarius. But there's this energy of you wanting to be a little bit more quiet about some opportunity that perhaps another person or a group is bringing to you. Perhaps you are concerned about where it's going to take you with the Devil energy that showed itself. And the Eight of Pentacles, this could be a matter of work. It's like maybe your team has this new idea that you're like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this. We've also got the Hermit coming back out again here, and the Strength card. With that, there is this message of staying true to yourself, staying in your silent power, which I feel like keeps coming up, and also trusting the guidance that is coming to you about this. For those of you that meditate, it feels like you could receive some pretty profound messages around this. Dreams also comes through as something that's pretty significant. Some of you may also do like candle magic or candle gazing, and that could help to bring you a message or some guidance. Some of you take walks or nature walks that could bring you some guidance. Also, I think I said dreams already. That's coming through. Some of you also may have an interest in astral travel. That's coming through here. Or that could be how you get this guidance. Some of you also may seek out Akashic Records readings or do Akashic Records readings. That's coming up here. Okay. Got that, I think. But there's just kind of this feeling of like hesitating on whatever this Ace of Wands is, not being sure. It looks good with the Three of Cups, but you're just not sure. It's almost like that energy of what's underneath the surface. Anything else we need to know about? No. Okay. What is in the outside influence for Aquarius this July? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Six of Swords, okay. And the Hermit. Okay, I'm getting this feeling of a lot of you could receive some pressure about moving out of your hermit mode, your silence, your self-preservation energy. People could be wanting you or telling you, here's the opportunity, let's go for it. There's just this feeling of that with like second guessing. It's like you're moving on your own timeline within your own time frame. And even if there's people around you that are saying, let's move forward, you're very hesitant or skeptical to take more steps, it feels like. Okay. I hope this reading is making sense. What's this here? So we have the Two of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so for those of you that are questioning a choice, or you're in this pause energy, or you're just like, okay, so what's coming through to me here is for those of you that are like moving into this place of hermit energy or pause or quiet, or just taking the time for the self to reflect and get centered and clear and allow this transformation to occur over time. For those of you that are feeling unsure, or like, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Or it just feels like second guessing energy. With the Wheel of Fortune coming out, that's the universe supporting you and allowing, it feels like allowing the space for you to release the things you need to release in this pause, in this silence, this hermit energy. It's allowing the space for you to clear out the things that are not working for you any longer with that Seven of Cups. What can be cleared in order to have this transformation? I'm feeling like someone's either going to look up, or it would be great for you to look up, Aquarius, how the caterpillar goes through the chrysalis experience. That could be significant for someone. Like how long it takes, what occurs during that time, because the Four of Wands just came out. It could help you in your feelings of safety in the quiet during this time, or in the unknown during this time. We have the Queen of Cups here, so an energy of self-love again coming through. For those of you that it resonates to read about that or look that up, or perhaps you already know, it could help you to gain some insight on perhaps the experience that you're having at this time, and how it's a process that you're going through. It's not, this transformation that you're experiencing is not, like I said, the phoenix. It's not like a tower crashing and then rising from the ashes like the phoenix. It is this slow, quiet transformation. I'm also getting the message that this is for you. This transformation is for you, Aquarius. It's not, even if you're in dynamic with another during this time. Here's the mirror. I didn't even realize that. It's about you. Okay. All right. What are we looking at next? Hopes and fears for Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius this July? Hopes and fears. Thank you. We've got the Star and the Six of Wands. Some of you could be being afraid of being seen. Being seen for your true self. The Star, as much as it's about healing and hope and renewal, it's also about being seen, being the star, shining. And this is about success and being seen for your efforts, being acknowledged, being praised. Why is this a fear? The King of Cups. Because you could have to open yourself up to some feelings of vulnerability. Okay. Okay. Nine of Wands, Eight of Swords. Yeah. With the Nine of Wands, it's an energy of the wounded warrior, and the Eight of Swords. It's almost like this repeat of worried about repeating past cycles. It's almost like if I'm vulnerable with this person I'm hearing, if I express myself, some of you could be thinking about going to therapy but having a hard time with that. Like it almost feels like you don't want to go to therapy. Maybe for some of you, it almost feels like you don't want to relive something. Ten of Swords, whatever that energy was, you don't want to relive something. And it's almost like you feel like if you talk to someone about it, you'd be reliving it. Okay. What is the likely outcome for Aquarius this July? The Four of Swords, that's the energy of quiet. It almost came out. Meditation, relaxation. The Eight of Cups comes out in the outcome with the Eight of Pentacles. 2 8s, that's the second time. Lionsgate could also be significant to this group of Aquarius. We have the Six of Pentacles. More. Eight of Cups for the outcome. Oops. Sorry, I keep hitting the microphone. We have the Devil. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn as well. There is this energy in the likely outcome of you walking away from any self-limiting belief, any toxic habits, all of those potential things, addictions. Some of you, this could be diet-related stuff. This could be, I think I mentioned medical challenges, toxic people. Some of you specifically could be walking away from a Capricorn. But there is this energy of you leaving something behind and being very clear in that. We've got the Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. It's almost like the lesson is learned. Yeah, in the Strength card here, emphasis on Leo season. Again, 8-8 portal maybe for some of you. But in the likely outcome, there is this energy of knowing exactly what it is that you need to release so you can get to that near future position of being in the King of Swords, being in that quiet confidence, that knowing and having released whatever this is for you, Aquarius. So bit of an intense reading. Let's see what your advice is. What's Aquarius Collective's advice? Sun, Moon, and Rising. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. I also want to take this one here, and the Fool. The Eight of Swords and the Three of Swords is kind of poking out at the bottom of the deck. What you're experiencing with this transformation, it takes time. Seven of Pentacles is the energy of long-term investments. It's planting seeds and nurturing them and watering them and tending them and waiting for them to grow. And I feel like this is a project of the self. We talked a lot about what can be released, what pains can be released, and how can you move through those things this July in order to have this transformation, this long-term transformation. And it does lead to the Fool, which is a new beginning, some new opportunities, it almost feels like for some of you, this could be some new event taking place in your life. And this is gifted to you. With the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck and the Three of Swords being shown to me as well, there is this energy of being mindful this month, Aquarius, to not be too stuck on whatever it is that has been painful for you. For those of you that do feel that reliving of whatever traumatic events you experienced or whatever heartbreaks or pains is coming up, perhaps that's where that energy of reaching out to people and finding those vulnerable connections or going to therapy is going to really help you to not get stuck in that energy and not get binded up, because there is something that you're working on that's really beautiful and it's leading you to the place of something new, a new blessing that's coming in. And with the Fool, it's this very carefree and joyful, playful, youthful energy of taking the risk to have something new or try something new. So I'm hearing there is some uplifting energy around the corner for you, Aquarius. So I hope that this reading was helpful. I trust that it resonated for you and brought through any messages that you needed to hear this month. If you would be so inclined, I would really appreciate it if you would like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I appreciate it very much. Until next time, Aquarius, please be well.